Every business YouTube channel calls car wash the perfect passive income business. It is not passive. But when done right, the economics can absolutely work. Three types of car wash exist. Investment and returns differ dramatically between them. Type 1. Self-serve bays. The customer pays to operate your equipment themselves. Self-serve investment, $50,000 to $200,000 per bay. Low barrier, limited scale. Revenue model, coin-operated, $3 to $10 per cycle. Margins thin, ceiling low. Type 2. In-bay automatic. A rollover machine moves around the stationary car. In-bay investment, $150,000 to $400,000 per unit plus building and land. In-bay throughput, 15 to 25 cars per hour maximum. The machine cycle is your ceiling. Type 3. Express exterior tunnel. A conveyor pulls the car through the wash. Express tunnel investment, $2 million to $4 million turnkey to build and open. Express throughput, 100 to 150 cars per hour at full capacity. One car every 36 seconds at peak speed. That is real operational scale. Express exterior became the dominant business model. The subscription revolution is why. Before 2015, car wash revenue was transactional, pay once, drive away. After 2015, unlimited monthly memberships transformed the entire business structure. Unlimited membership pricing, $20 to $50 per month depending on tier and market. For the customer, 4 washes at $10 each costs $40. The monthly plan saves money. For the owner, the member pays every month whether they come once or 20 times. This converts occasional buyers into predictable monthly recurring revenue. The model mirrors Netflix, gym memberships, and software subscriptions. But car wash subscriptions have one critical advantage those models don't. The customer cannot access the service remotely. They must physically drive to your location. 3,000 members at $30 per month. $90,000 in recurring revenue every single month. That is $1.08 million per year before a single retail customer arrives. Private equity noticed. Car wash chain acquisitions began at scale in 2018. Mr. Car Wash went public in 2021. Peak valuation, $2.7 billion for a car wash company. Industry EBITDA multiples rose to 8 to 12 times. Local operators saw the comps. New express tunnel construction accelerated across every major U.S. market simultaneously. The opportunity is real. The competition became real too. Here are the numbers you need. The single most important variable in car wash success is traffic count. Traffic count. How many cars pass your location per day? This number drives everything. Below 20,000 cars per day, too quiet to support a profitable express tunnel. Target minimum, 30,000 to 40,000 cars per day on the primary road. Ideal, 50,000 to 70,000 cars per day. Corner lot with 2 approach directions. A corner lot gives customers 2 entry points. More approaches mean more impulse visits. Site size requirement for an express tunnel. 1.2 to 2 acres minimum footprint. Critical element, a stacking lane for 20 to 30 cars queuing before the tunnel entrance. No stacking lane means the line is visible from the road. Customers see it and drive past. Land cost in a 50,000 daily traffic corridor, $800,000 to $2 million. You cannot build a profitable car wash on cheap land far from traffic. The model breaks. The conveyor tunnel length, 100 to 170 feet from entrance arch to dryer exit. Equipment inside, pre-soak arch, foam applicator, wash brushes, rinse arch, high-velocity dryers. Major equipment manufacturers, Sonny's, PDQ, McNeil. Equipment lead time, 4 to 6 months. Construction timeline from permit approval to opening day, 10 to 16 months. Build cost breakdown, equipment $900,000. Building shell, $600,000. Land, $1.2 million. Site work, utilities hookup, and signage, $300,000. Pre-opening costs and training, $200,000. Total all-in investment for one express exterior tunnel, $3.2 million on average. Financing, 25 to 35% equity, 65 to 75% debt. Standard for this asset class. On a $3.2 million project, your equity check is $800,000 to $1.1 million. Debt, $2.1 to $2.4 million at commercial rates of 7 to 8.5%. Monthly debt service on $2.2 million at 7.5% over 20 years, $17,700 per month. Annual debt service, $212,000 per year. This goes to the lender before anything else. Building complete, equipment installed. 0 members, 0 retail customers. The ramp begins. The membership launch is the first crisis every new car wash owner faces. Pre-opening campaign, founding member discounts, local digital advertising, site signage. Target for the opening month, 500 to 800 founding members enrolled. Customer acquisition cost per new member, $50 to $150 depending on market and channel. 700 founding members at $100 average acquisition cost, $70,000 spent before opening day. That $70,000 generates $21,000 in first-month subscription revenue. This is how the ramp begins. Revenue flows from 2 pools, subscriptions and retail walk-in customers. Subscriptions are the foundation. Retail is the variable layer on top. Most express operators offer 3 subscription tiers. Tier 1, basic exterior wash, $20 to $25 per month. Tier 2, wash plus tire shine and protective wax, $30 to $35 per month. Tier 3, full protection package including ceramic coating prep, $40 to $50 per month. Member distribution across tiers, 40% basic, 45% standard, 15% premium. Blended average subscription revenue per member, $28 to $30 per month. At 3,000 members at a $30 blended rate, $1.08 million per year in subscription revenue alone. Churn is the number that runs everything. Monthly churn, the percentage of members who cancel. Average car wash monthly churn rate, 4 to 7% depending on market and competition. At 5% monthly churn on 3,000 members, 150 cancellations every single month. To hold at 3,000, you must acquire 150 new members every month, without exception, forever. New member acquisition cost, $80 to $150 per member in marketing and promotional spend. 150 new members per month at $100 each, $15,000 per month. $180,000 per year to stay flat. That $180,000 per year is just to maintain your current member count, not to grow. Every 1% improvement in monthly churn, $90,000 per year in preserved revenue. Retail revenue, non-members who pay per wash, your second income stream. Retail pricing, $12 for basic to $25 for the deluxe package. Average retail ticket, $16. Retail wash volume on a busy location, 100 to 200 cars per day. 150 retail cars per day at 16 days average, $876,000 per year in retail revenue. Retail volume is weather sensitive, subscriptions are not. That contrast becomes critical in winter. Add-on revenue, interior wipe down, air freshener, ceramic coating upsell at the exit bay. Add-on attachment rate, 15 to 25% of retail visits. Average add-on value, $5. Total annual add-on revenue, $120,000 to $200,000 on a well-run busy location. Revenue summary for a mature location with 3,000 active members. Subscriptions, $1.08 million. Retail, $876,000. Add-ons, $160,000. Total annual gross revenue, approximately $2.1 million. That is the ceiling for a single well-run stabilized express tunnel. Now the expenses. This is the section that reframes everything about the business. Chemical cost is your largest variable expense. Every wash consumes chemistry. Cost per wash in chemicals, $0.40 to $1.20 depending on the package tier selected. At $0.70 average and 500 total washes per day, 350 in chemicals consumed daily. Annual chemical cost, $128,000. This expense attaches to every single car that enters. Labor. Express Exterior is engineered to minimize headcount, not eliminate it. One shift runs with 2 to 3 attendants for traffic direction, customer service, and exceptions. 2 shifts per day total. Full team, 8 to 12 employees including a site manager. Annual labor including benefits and site manager salary, $220,000 to $320,000. Utilities. Water and electricity are your 2 primary utility costs. Water usage per wash without a recycling system, 45 to 70 gallons per car. Water recycling systems recover 70 to 85% of all water used in the process. With recycling, only 8 to 15 gallons of fresh water consumed per wash. Annual water cost after recycling, $8,000 to $18,000. dramatically manageable. Electricity, tunnel conveyor motors, dryers, pumps, lighting. Peak draw, 300 to 600 kilowatts. Annual electricity cost, $60,000 to $120,000 depending on local rates and wash volume. Total annual utilities with recycling system in place, $70,000 to $140,000. Property cost. If you own the land, it is expressed as your mortgage payment. Triple net lease on a prime car wash corridor site, $8,000 to $20,000 per month. Annual lease cost, $96,000 to $240,000. Use $160,000 in this model. Equipment maintenance and repair, conveyors break, pumps fail, dryers burn out. Annual planned maintenance budget for a properly managed express tunnel, $40,000 to $80,000. One major unplanned breakdown per year is statistically likely, budget $30,000 minimum. Insurance, property, general liability, workers' compensation. Annual cost, $45,000 to $75,000. POS system, membership management platform, camera systems, $18,000 per year. Marketing, digital advertising, local promotions, member retention, and win-back campaigns. Annual marketing budget, $50,000 to $120,000. Use $85,000 for this model. Supplies, vacuum bags, window cleaner, receipt paper, uniforms, cleaning products. Annual supplies cost $20,000 to $40,000. Use $30,000 in this model. Debt service, $17,700 per month. $212,000 per year, every year for 20 years. Now build the complete expense total. Everything side by side before profit is calculated. Now the total, every expense line added together. Chemicals, $128,000. Labor, $270,000. Utilities, $100,000. Lease, $160,000. Maintenance, $70,000. Insurance, $60,000. Software and supplies, $48,000. Marketing, $85,000. Debt service, $212,000. Total annual expenses, approximately $133 million. Revenue was $2.1 million. Expenses are $133 million. Operating income before owner compensation, $967,000 per year. That looks excellent. 3 caveats before you believe it. Caveat 1, this assumes 3,000 active members. It takes 18 to 24 months to get there. Caveat 2, an absentee owner needs a general manager. Add $75,000 to $95,000 per year. With GM salary, expenses rise to $122 million. NOI falls to approximately $880,000. Stabilized net operating income, $880,000 per year on a mature single-location car wash. On a $3.2 million all-in investment, $880,000 NOI is a 27.5% cash-on-cash return. Caveat 3, this assumes nothing breaks seriously. The next section covers what breaks. The ramp is the hidden danger. Year 1 is not year 3. The timeline matters enormously. Year 1, 0 to 800 members. Monthly subscription revenue, $0 to $24,000. Year 1 total revenue, approximately $800,000. Expenses, $1.1 million. Net loss, $300,000. Year 2, 800 to 2,000 members. Revenue improves. Cash flow begins turning slightly positive. Year 3, 2,000 to 3,000 members. Stabilization reached. Full NOI begins generating. Total cash burned during years 1 and 2, $300,000 to $500,000 above your initial equity. Required reserve capital beyond your equity check, $400,000 minimum to survive the ramp. Total capital commitment to open and survive to stabilization, $1.5 million in equity, not $800,000. Most first-time owners plan for $800,000 and run out of cash at month 14. The business was working. They ran out of capital before the membership base reached critical mass. They sold at a loss. The revenue mix also shifts significantly as the business matures. Year 1 revenue mix, 70% retail, 30% subscriptions, higher average ticket per car. Year 3 revenue mix, 30% retail, 70% subscriptions, lower but far more stable. The mix shift is healthy for predictability. It compresses average revenue per car entering. Track blended revenue per car entering the tunnel. Target, $14 to $18 at full maturity. Below $12 per car means your subscription pricing is too low or your tier structure is misaligned. Act 6. The Nightmare. 3 scenarios every car wash owner will face. Preparation is the difference. Nightmare 1. The conveyor breakdown. Your tunnel conveyor is a 140-foot mechanical system running 12 hours a day, 365 days a year. Major conveyor failures occur approximately once every 2 to 4 years per location. Repair cost for a major failure, $18,000 to $80,000, depending on severity and parts. Parts lead time from manufacturers, 5 to 14 business days for critical components. You are closed for the entire repair period. The lender still expects $17,700 this month. 10 business days closed at 500 washes per day, $16 average, $80,000 in lost revenue. Total event cost, $60,000 in repair plus $80,000 in lost revenue, $140,000 impact. Members do not pause their subscriptions during your closure, most simply cancel. A 2-week closure typically costs 8 to 12% of your entire membership base. At 3,000 members, that is 240 to 360 lost members. Recovery takes 4 to 6 months. Prevention, a preventive maintenance contract with your equipment manufacturer. Annual preventive maintenance contract, $12,000 to $24,000. Non-optional for serious operators. Nightmare 2, membership stagnation. You open, members grow to 1,200 in the first 8 months, then acquisition slows to a trickle. You are spending $180,000 per year on member acquisition. Churn is consuming most of the gain. Stuck at 1,200 members, subscriptions generate $432,000 per year. Retail ads $600,000. Total revenue $1.03 million. Total expenses $1.14 million. You are losing $110,000 per year. The business appears operational. The economics don't work until you hit critical member mass. Cash reserves to survive stagnation, minimum $400,000 to $600,000 on standby. Most don't have it. Nightmare 3, a new competitor opens. A national chain opens a brand new tunnel 0.8 miles from your location. Their equipment is newer, their site is bigger. They launch with a 3-month founding member rate. Your membership churn doubles the following month. Retail visits drop 35% immediately. Price war, you match their offer. Your blended revenue per member falls from $30 to $24. On 2,400 remaining members at $24,57,600 per month, down from $90,000 per month. Annual revenue drops $390,000, while your fixed expenses remain completely unchanged. Competition risk is highest in high-growth suburban markets where new supply appears quickly. The defense, operational excellence, low churn, and a loyal membership base built before competition arrives. Location with true physical moat, the only site within 5 miles of 50,000 daily cars, wins long-term. Act 7. The exit. Most car wash owners will eventually sell. Timing and preparation determine what they keep. Car washes are highly acquisitive assets. Private equity has driven acquisition activity since 2019. PE firms target portfolios, 3 or more locations, established membership bases, clean financial records. Single-location car washes sell to local operators or regional chains. Multiple 4 to 6 times EBITDA. Multi-location chains sell to PE firms or national operators. Multiple 7 to 12 times EBITDA. Your stabilized EBITDA on a mature single location, approximately $900,000 per year. At a 6 times multiple, your single location is worth $5.4 million. You invested $3.2 million total all in. Your equity at close was approximately $1 million. After 5 years of debt service, your remaining mortgage balance, approximately $1.85 million. So gross sale proceeds, $5.4 million. Minus remaining debt, $355 million net before fees. Broker commission on a car wash sale, 3 to 5%. On $5.4 million up to $270,000. Net proceeds after broker and closing costs, approximately $3.1 million. You invested $1 million in equity. You recovered $3.1 million. That is a 210% return. Over 5 years, approximately 25% annualized return on your initial equity. Those numbers assume a clean exit with 3 years of stabilized performance behind you. Optimal hold period for a single car wash, 4 to 7 years. Long enough to prove the performance track record, short enough to avoid the next equipment cycle. What drives a premium valuation? High subscription count, low monthly churn, clean financials. What kills valuation? Deferred maintenance, high churn rate, inconsistent membership revenue history. PE buyers look at churn rate first. Below 4% monthly, premium price. Above 6% monthly churn, immediate discount applied. They know the exact math. A 3-location portfolio commands a significantly higher per location multiple than one single site. Owners who build a second and third location before selling capture the chain premium at exit. The sale leaseback. Sell the real estate to a REIT, lease it back, continue operating the business. Sale leaseback unlocks your land equity while you keep running the car wash operations. Before any sale, clean up financial records, repair all deferred maintenance, document all systems. A pre-sale operational audit typically adds 0.5 to 1.0 times EBITDA to the final negotiated price. Best time to sell, after your third consecutive year of stable or growing membership and revenue. Not after a bad year, not during a market disruption, not when a competitor just opened nearby. Patience in timing the exit is worth more than any single operational improvement in year 5. Act 8. The verdict. You now have the full picture of what this business actually is. Car wash ownership can work. The returns are real. The model is real. The YouTube passive income version is not what you are buying. It has never been. What you are buying is an operating business that runs 12 hours a day, 365 days a year. Success requires choosing the right location first. Everything else is secondary. Success requires sufficient capital to fund the 18 to 24-month membership ramp. Success requires a preventive maintenance program in place from day one, not after the first breakdown. Success requires a membership acquisition engine running continuously, not just at launch. The investors who make real money in car washes share 2 characteristics without exception. First, they chose a location with 50,000 or more cars per day. They did not compromise on traffic. Second, they funded the ramp with $1.5 million in total equity. They did not undercapitalize. The investors who lose money in car washes have a predictable profile. They bought a marginal location because prime corridor land was too expensive. They capitalized with $800,000 and ran out of cash before reaching membership target. They skipped the preventive maintenance contract and paid for it during an extended closure. They expected year 1 profit and panic sold a stabilizing asset in year 2. Who should own a car wash? Operators who will actively manage the business for at least the first 2 years themselves. People with $1.5 million in liquid capital and genuine patience for a 24-month membership ramp. Entrepreneurs who understand the asset is the membership base, not the building, not the equipment. People who will select location before they select equipment, always in that exact order. Who should not own a car wash? Anyone expecting to earn profit in year 1. Year 1 is almost always a loss or break even. Anyone planning to hire a manager and check in monthly. This is not a mailbox money business. Anyone who thinks the subscription model fully protects them from competition, it helps, it does not protect. Anyone who undercapitalizes and assumes the membership ramp will happen faster than the math shows. The car wash business is a real business with real operating demands and real financial exposure. The subscription model is powerful. It requires constant, disciplined attention to churn and acquisition. The location is permanent. Choose it with the same diligence you would give any major irreversible decision.